In the past year, we've seen global peer-to-peer lending grow exponentially, more than 130% in the US from 2013 to 2014, 187% in the UK, and 197% in China.
I'm really excited about Crowdnetic because it touches on so many of the themes that I've discussed today, providing data, analytics, and technology to the industry, and helping investors break down barriers to investment. I also think Crowdnetic can play a role in reducing borrower acquisition costs.
This is the London Tube in January, okay? And you can go in the London Tube anytime. You'd never see this in New York. Ads all over the place for marketplace lending and crowdfunding. And the result, this is Morgan Stanley's data, they said, well, you know, lender awareness is higher in the UK than the US. I mean, I've highlighted people who are aware of it and not use it. So this is a very, very kind of known, basically trusted, understood phenomenon. It's not this niche thing a very small percentage of the population have heard of in the UK. It's broadly, very broad awareness levels.
I think as an industry, something we don't think enough about is this sort of general idea of how we build models that are sort of grounded in cause and effect in the real world, as opposed to models that just happen to be correlated with how things are working in the real world. And if we want to build models that can get us closer to risk-free and get us closer to the sorts of models that we'll see in physics as opposed to the sorts of models that we'd see in insurance, then what we actually have to find are new variables that actually describe how things work as opposed to just happening to be correlated with how things work.
Once banks are participating, once you've got this critical mass of thousands of potential trading partners and this constant flow on whole loans back and forth, now you've got the foundation upon which to build a true secondary market and add liquidity, which is exactly what happened in the mortgage market, as you then port into this gateway other institutions and participants within the market that support it.
It's only a matter of time before the difference between online and offline lending becomes indiscernible. And in fact, in the future, I don't even think we'll talk about online lending. We'll simply talk about lending.